Hey, everybody.
Hopefully they find us
There's nobody here.
all by ourselves.
Yep. We're here. Carson, log in. How are you talking to her? Hello?
Can you hear us, Carson? Hi,
Okay.
Honey Cruising.
We
Hey,
are
Matt.
we are back. We had a software problem. We don't know what the problem was. First time trying to use this Melon software, and we ran into some difficulties.
We don't know what we're doing either.
Obviously. There's Brandon, Carson. This is what this is the live we were predicting we would have right here, guys.
We absolutely 100% knew that this was going to happen.
Yeah.
Positive attitude, right?
Yeah, well, for whatever reason, the program just wasn't working with our laptop. I don't know if it's a compatibility issue or what.
There's Josh and Amanda. Hey, guys.
Hey.
It's good luck. Oh, good. We need it.
Got that little Josh in here.
Hey, Howie Cruz.
Oh, good. Hey, Brian.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, how stressful was that for you?
Well, I got to tell you, my blood pressure went up a little bit.
Look at your cheeks are kind of red a little bit.
Well, it wasn't good. It wasn't good at all. Can you guys hear us all right?
Yeah, well, we don't know what we're doing. That's why it took us so long to even do this in the first place, because we knew this was going to happen. And it's only because of our friends in this room right now that we thought, you know what, we'll make idiots of ourselves.
You know what's funny is I did a couple test lives yesterday, and I'm like, man, I got this down. This is easy.
Mm-hmm.
But I was just using the regular YouTube live interface. I wasn't using any kind of program. And then I thought, I need to get one of those sweet programs so we can do the sound effects and stuff. So I have to do my own. Yay!
Woo!
But we are happy to be live here. And oh, look, I Love Cruising Royals here.
Hi, Royal.
The Traveling Mannings are here. The Lido deck is here.
Thanks, guys.
Okay, Mark, the Shark. Hi. Hey, Mark. Look at that. Matt is here. Matt was here for our testing lives.
Yeah. Oh, there's JNS. Hey, guys.
Oh, hey, guys. Teresa's here. Look at the whole gang is here. You guys, we really appreciate you being here. And thank you for having patience with us.
Mm-hmm.
Believe it or not, I used to be like an IT guy for our union that I belonged to. And I used to run the website and editor the newspaper. I did that for 10 years, but that's going back a little bit. And I'm usually pretty good with stuff like this. So I was very frustrated and embarrassed. And I told you guys ahead of time that this was going to happen.
Yeah, we knew. That's why we were we have a comfort level in our friendships with you guys. So we're ready to throw our technical incompetence out there for the world to see.
Yeah, and we're sporting the Huddle Adventure t-shirts. These are not for sale yet. You know why? Because it'd be too much money. Because I'm such a t-shirt snob. These are American Apparel t-shirts, and they're like a athletic cut t-shirt, and I think we're paying about $38 a shirt through custom ink, because of our logo has so many colors in it. Every time we go to use our logo on anything, it always says, you have 9 colors, you suck, you can only have 4 or whatever. So, and I can't make decisions. So we will, if people want shirts, we will get shirts made. We're just going to have to come up with a better way of doing it. And thank you for the nice shirt comment. But we had the show because our buddy Josh likes our logo.
Mm-hmm.
I think him and I are the only ones. I'm joking.
I picked it. I helped pick it.
She did help pick it. Oh, a funny story. Josh talked about how their logo, which has a J and an A, and it makes an H. And to me, it looks like an H kind of flying around the globe. It's kind of cool. I like it.
I thought that too. I thought it was have luggage will travel. I thought it was the H going like around the world, like in the globe.
Yeah, and we thought that was really cool. And he said he used a logo generator, and we kind of did the same thing. We used a website, and you type in like the name of your channel or your business, and then it gives suggestions. The theme, what your theme is, what industry you're in, and it gives you a lot of different icons to pick from. And at the end of it, they wanted me to pay them like $400 to copyright it, and I didn't. So you guys can steal my logo because I don't own it. But I'm not going to pay him $400 to have the copyright to it. I'd rather pay like a starving artist to draw us one. Alex Ottenson. All right, guys, everybody say hi to Alex. Alex, sorry, buddy, we lost you. We had a software snafu, but Alex is our biggest fan. Alex is awesome. I talk to Alex every day. He sends me an instant message. He tells me good morning. We talk about what we're doing at work, what we have for lunch. We say good night. He is super cool. Trying to get him to go on a cruise with us in the future, and we're
Alex, put your what do you call that? His link in there.
Yeah, Alex
has a YouTube channel.
Yeah, Alex is a brand new YouTuber, Alex Ottenson. I don't have his link. Maybe Siobhan can find it, Alex Ottenson, and share it. Alex is, like I said, he is a super cool dude. So very, very happy he is here. My two favorite people. Hey, thank you, Alex. You're awesome. All right, guys, we got a pretty good group here. 16 people. That's like 3 times as many as we thought we would ever have.
Honestly.
So today is our anniversary, which we've been plugging for the last probably about 4 or 5 days. And it's just kind of funny because we weren't even thinking about it. I just kept thinking, July 12th, I was looking at the calendar. Carson, who is helping moderate, and Siobhan is helping moderate, but you'll see Carson Huddleston. That is one of our 6 kids. He's going to turn 22 in 2 days on the 14th. So I'm thinking the 12th. No, Carson's birthday is the 14th. And I'm thinking, why is that date ringing a bell? Then it dawned on me. I kept seeing it at the bottom of our YouTube About page because that's when we started last year. So we've been on YouTube for a year. And we procrastinated forever doing a live because we figured it was going to be
exactly like this.
Yes.
And real quick, absolutely special shout out to Siobhan, who, number one, we wouldn't have done this without her. She gave us a lot of encouragement and support. All of you guys did. So we thank you so much for that. But Siobhan has been our tech support every step of the way. Answering our calls, texts. I mean, Siobhan, I just love you so much.
Yeah,
you're amazing.
She's our Rob.
She's our Rob. Yeah, yes,
she's our
Siobhan is our Rob. We gotta get a T-shirt. Siobhan is our Rob.
Silent R is in the house.
Yes,
that's my nickname for her. Silent R. The R is silent. She is awesome. She's a awesome travel agent, and she is working it all day long, man. She is like she's got that kind of energy that if you're watching her and you can't keep up with her, you'll get tired watching her. And I can tell you that.
Brandon, I don't think she's married. I think she's single. She's looking for her hot honey bun.
Hot honey bun.
That's what she's looking for.
Yeah. So anyways, with this being the anniversary, it's just, a milestone. We're glad that we're still doing this. And we're really enjoying it.
It's fun. It's so much. It's a little bit of stress, and you all know how much work it is, but it's a lot of fun too. And just to get to meet all of you guys, and to build the friendships and stuff. And I cannot wait to that family reunion cruise. We are going to have so much fun, you guys. I hope you can go, Royal. We would love, 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 love if you could join us.
Yeah, I put pressure on a bunch of people. Initially, I was like, I'm going to invite everybody to join the family reunion group page on Facebook, and then that way we can show them how fun we are and get them convinced to join.
I mean, because who doesn't want to hang out with us, right?
And then we saw they were all joining, and then I'm sure Siobhan and Amanda are, who are these jokers? none of them are signing up, and then some of them are signing up, and some of them will sign up.
Yeah.
So we just got to twist their arm and convince them.
Because there's 2 different kinds of people. You have, like Siobhan, who, likes, and Brandon, who like to schedule things, on the fly.
Yeah.
And then you have the planners like Eddie and I, who have everything planned out years ahead of time. And that's actually part of our topic today.
Yes. And we were going to talk about that because one of the things, when we started the cruise vlogging, we saw like some of the, like everybody else, we watched the big channels, right?
Yeah.
And we saw how every time they went on a cruise, they were doing group cruises. They had friends that would just follow along because they're like groupies. They would see their cruise shipmate and then book cruises, so they're on the same cruise with them. And some of the big channels, and they have like a posse. There's a big group of.
Hey, honey's here.
Oh, cool.
Oh, and hey, Royal, do you need me to call your boss? Because girl, I will. I will call your boss. I'm very persuasive.
But we really like that, the camaraderie and the friendships that they all had. And we're like, none of our friends really cruise. None of our friends that we are around on a daily basis or family members were, besides our kids. We mentioned they'll go on a cruise with us any day we want.
Not even like family members. I have like one cousin that cruises.
Yeah.
But like my immediate family, there's like no one that
my
really,
coworkers,
no.
I've been at the same place of employment for longer than some of you guys have been alive. And none of those guys cruise. So, anyways, we thought, hey, it'd be a great way to make some friends and all that. But when our friends and family started seeing us do this and seeing how many cruises were going on, and we surprised ourselves, really. We couldn't stop booking cruises, and we were going crazy booking cruises. But they were asking us, wow, man, that's a lot of cruises. How are you guys doing that? How are you getting the time off?
They want to know two things. They want to know what we do for a living. So that, how can we afford it?
Well, not our friends, but
other people, like
people online.
Yeah, online ask us a lot, like, what do we do for a living? How can we afford that to cruise so often? And then the second thing is they want to know, how do we get that much time off from work?
So that's our topic tonight. We're gonna talk about that, and we want to ask you guys the same thing. Now, Laura touched on that about how Siobhan and Brandon, they don't want to commit to anything too far in advance. We have cruises booked starting next month, August to August of 2024. We have 15 cruises booked. And we would have more, but I'm the limiting factor in the equation because Laura can work remote. With the blessings of her employer, she can work on tropical islands as long as there's Wi-Fi. It doesn't matter where she's at, in the middle of the sea, they don't care. And she kills it. She's a top producer where she works. So they're very, very, very flexible with her, and they work with her, and it's great. But myself, I work in the trades. I'm in the construction, maintenance, skilled trades, and I can't work remote. So I start off every year with 5 weeks of vacation. So the way our contract works, we have a lot of paid holidays. But if I work the paid holidays, I get to convert those into future vacation days. So I can theoretically take my 5 weeks and turn it into 7.5 or 8 weeks for vacation, for cruises. So that's how we do it.
Yeah.
So what that means is I don't take any time off for anything else. If I'm not feeling well, whatever,
he goes to work.
I go to work.
I
can't, if I'm sore, I'm hurting, my back hurts, it doesn't matter. I got to go to work. And some people might think that's extreme. And the other thing is the budgeting for cruises. People are like, well, they ask us this online all the time. Are you guys travel agents? Are you in the travel industry? At this moment, we're not.
No.
We don't have anything to do with the travel industry other than we are cruise vloggers, travel vloggers. And they assume we're getting these great deals, and we're not. We don't even get good deals.
We actually would probably benefit by using, Siobhan and Amanda as travel agents, but we'll tell you why we don't in a second. But I want to get to a couple of these comments. Royal, everybody thinks that I'm rich too because I go on so many cruises, but that's not the case. And Hani, I love your vlogs on the Radiance because we haven't been on the Radiance yet. So I watch them all the time, and it's a beautiful ship, and you have me itching to go on it. And into cruising, it sounds like it's so far out, but we have 15 cruises booked from August to August. So, this break that we're on right now is probably one of our largest. It is one of the 2 largest breaks, and it's killing me, guys.
Yeah, we scheduled a 4-month break in there. And then the other thing we will do is we're flexible. Like, we'll get a good deal, a good offer. We'll book the cruise ahead of time. And once we do that, if something else comes up that's better, we'll cancel and reschedule and move our cruises around. That's one of the reasons why we don't want to use a travel agent, because we do a lot of that. The other thing we do to make it more affordable is once our cruises are booked, she watches them like
I
a hawk.
do.
And
That's why, Siobhan and Amanda, listen, we have 15 cruises booked, and I would rather give you that, let you benefit from that because I love you guys. But the problem is that I don't want to get on your nerves because I'm watching those prices
yeah,
and I'm on the phone getting me some onboard credit. And I don't want to be like, hey, Siobhan, hey, Amanda, the price looks like it dropped a little bit. Will you get on the phone and wait for 4 hours to get me $100 onboard? I love you too much. I don't want you to start hating me.
and we do that, and because right now out of the 15 cruises we have booked, 5 of them are group cruises. All the group cruises are booked through travel agents.
Yeah.
Betsy from Beach Please, she has one of our cruises.
Yeah.
Siobhan has one of our cruises.
Sharon at Sea has
Sharon
one.
at Sea has
the one.
And Elisa from EECC has 2.
Yeah.
So that's what we have going on. In fact, I think Elisa, she booked a cruise for us when we were on a cruise with her. That's not a group cruise. I think our cruise in October.
I think she did the Jubilee, didn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, anyways, what do you guys do? Are you the kind of people that you book ahead of time? You're looking a year or 2 down the road. Are you doing it as you go? You're cruising last minute. How you guys doing it out there? We schedule for better deals too. Cruising fun. Yeah.
Laura is here right now, JNS. Laura is here right now.
We call and we'll set on. We have set on the phone with Carnival with our phone on speaker for 4-5 hours waiting to get through.
Yeah, for $100 worth of onboard credit. But you know what? I'm greedy, so I want my $100.
And then what we do is like she says, any drop of price, we roll that into onboard credit. We use that to tip with on board. We use it to gamble in a casino. And once you start gambling in a casino, guys, that's a game changer. You start getting those casino offers, and that's when you really start getting good offers. And you don't have to lose your mortgage payment in the casino. We've only had like one cruise where we got really carried away, where we flirted with like $1,000 of gambling. But for the most part, we keep it to a couple $100 each. And it just makes it, it's a little more fun. And we were never gamblers.
No, and I'm getting good casino deals just from spending a couple $100. I look at it like this, like I budget what I'm willing to lose. I treat it like it's an adult arcade, and whatever I put in there, I'm just putting my quarters in or my dollar in to play the game. And I have no regrets because it's just a giant arcade to me. And it's fun.
Have luggage travel. They say they book well into the future. And here's the other thing we got going on, guys.
Dana, I am with you. I'm sipping my coffee, looking for my offers.
Yeah, we do that all the time, going through those emails. And that's one of the tips we did on one of our previous vlogs is you have to, if you're open to cruising with all the cruise lines, you sign up for every cruise line's loyalty program and just watch the offers come flowing in. And it's funny because Royal and MSC, they have and Celebrity, Celebrity, Royal owned Celebrity, they all do this. This is the last time we're ever going to offer this, and today's the last day, and the next day you got the same offer back in your mailbox.
Celebrity does that too.
Yeah.
Celebrity has had the same sale going on for like 6 months, and they're like the last day, and then tomorrow we've extended. Yeah. So it kind of cracks me up.
All right. They've been booking last minute recently. I like that too. Because when we first started, guys, it's kind of funny. We had a cruise scheduled for July of 2020. And I'm on this, I'm one of those guys that started traveling late in life after I got with Laura. My previous life was no traveling, and I always wanted to travel, but, working 7 days a week and, different priorities back then, and being raised as a poor kid that never went on vacation. Our vacation every year was like an overnight trip, not even an overnight trip, all day trip to Cedar Point Amusement Park down in Sandusky, Ohio, for you guys that know. Do you know
what Cedar Point is? Anybody?
Yeah, Cedar Point. Who's been to Cedar Point?
Besides Carson.
I know. My buddy's been there.
Oh, Alex has been to Cedar Point.
Alex was there. He was at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Hey, cruising scene. I wish my husband had more time off this year. Oh, I know. You know what? We've never got a free cruise, you guys. I don't know how you did, how you got that Royal or cruising scene. We've never got a free one. We got a great offer on the Jubilee for August of 2024. But have you been to Cedar Point, Dana? That's awesome.
Yeah, Carson, Carson. He said that he learned on the Sunshine he's not a good gambler. He kept going to the claw thing, trying to get those stacks of $100
Yeah,
bills.
yeah.
That's to get you. Whoa, look at that money, and then you
Mhm.
get sucked into that.
I like the my favorite slot is the one with the devil on it, where hot stuff, where it
Okay.
plays Donna Summer, hot, 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 hot
The devil.
stuff. Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah, but
You didn't know I was gonna sing, did you? There's
we
vibes
actually
going
took
there.
a trip to Vegas back during the pandemic. I'd never been there. I'd never been anywhere. That's what I was getting to. And we started doing a bucket list of places in the United States I wanted to go to, and we haven't been together. And New Orleans was one. So we're sitting there going, New Orleans would be awesome. Well, let's see if Royal cruises out in New Orleans, because we only cruise with Royal. I did 2 cruises, and Laura did a dozen of them before we got together, all with Royal. So we look, Royal doesn't have any cruises out of New Orleans, but Carnival did. So that is when we really started focusing on Carnival, watching all the Carnival vlogs, because we wanted to sail out of New Orleans, because I want to go to New Orleans. I've always wanted to go there. And I was so excited. July 2020, we're going to New Orleans, yeah. And then the pandemic hit. So we took that cruise and we took that money and we put it on a cruise further in the future for our 5th wedding anniversary for January. Okay. So January of 2022 on the Horizon, an 8-day cruise. And so we didn't think nothing about it. We just, it's out there and we got it booked. And we didn't even know if we'd be cruising again by then. Then all of a sudden they announced in July of last year, and it's hard to believe this, guy, cruising's only been reopened for a year now, right? So July last year, June, July, cruising started going live again. And that's when we got excited. And Carnival started saying, hey, we saw you booked your cruise over here in January. How about a killer deal this August? And so we did a last minute cruise on the Magic in August. And then Laura had loved it so much.
I love the Magic.
We had a land vacation scheduled for her birthday. It was a big birthday.
And I love cruising Royal. I used to only cruise Royal Caribbean. Like I've done maybe 10 or 12 Royal Caribbean cruises before we did our first one on Carnival. And you'll like it. I swear you will. Now, we aren't just cruising Carnival over the next. We have in January, we're doing Norwegian for the first time on the Vlogger cruise. And then in February or March, we're doing the Apex on Celebrity, which I'm really excited about that one.
You skipped one. We're doing Royal Caribbean in December.
Oh yeah.
So we're going on Oasis of the Seas in December. So, but anyways, we do that one on the Magic, and we have a blast, because for us, we love how fun Carnival is, and how friendly all the guests are on board. We were making friends everywhere we went on the ship. It was awesome. We had a great time. And we get home, and she's sitting there, and she tells me, I kind of wish we would have booked a cruise for my 50th birthday instead of a trip to Savannah.
We were going to go to Savannah.
And she loves Savannah.
I do.
And we were going to go to Savannah for her 50th birthday. And so I went to work. I'm like, okay, I'm going to find a cruise that will interest her. And I'm going to try to get my money back, because everything was paid in full for this trip to Savannah. And they had a no refund policy. And I called and I sweet talked those nice Southern ladies down there and told them, hey, I want to get into heaven, and I want to do right by my wife. And she wants to go on a cruise. It's nothing against you fine Savannah people, but if you could give me my money back, I really appreciate that. And she's like, honey, we're going to take care of you. And she gave us our money back. So I went to Laura and I said, how does a cruise off the West Coast, a Mexican Riviera cruise, sound on the Carnival Panorama? And so we booked that last minute. And then we booked the Carnival Sunrise last minute. So I was telling how we cruise, how we started doing. Oh, and then the Horizon, like our live cast going off the rails at the beginning, the Horizon propulsion system started failing. And so we switched to the Vista, because we didn't think they'd get the ship ready and back in service in time for our cruise in January. The first cruise we booked on Carnival ended up being our 4th cruise on Carnival.
Yeah.
And we decided last minute, we're going to make it a back-to-back. So we had another one on it. So that's kind of how, like I was just telling Brian from How We Cruise, I love being able to have that flexibility to do that. That's fun. But you don't, during the pandemic, it was great because all the deals were really good.
Yeah.
Then after the pandemic, those deals
They're not as good, yeah.
they slowed way down.
So now you got to try to get them through the casino.
And you got to try to shop around. And another thing we have a real big problem with. I don't know if any of you guys, let us know. Balcony versus interior stateroom. We have booked the interior stateroom a half dozen times, and every single time we upgrade to balcony. And we always say we're not going to do it. We're going to stay in an interior to see what that's like, because my God, it will save you a ton of money if you can stay in an inside cabin. But we always get tempted, and we're like, we got to get a balcony.
Yeah, I'm claustrophobic a little bit, so I worry that when the lights are off and it's like super dark in there, I'm gonna wake up in the middle of the night and I'm gonna be like, where am I? You know, I'm worried I'm gonna like feel claustrophobic.
Into cruising, so they don't care for a balcony.
Oh yeah, I a lot of people don't.
See, it's one of those things where it's kind of funny because on some of our cruises we're barely ever out there. I do vlogs out there and
if it was now we do have an interior booked on Oasis of the Seas, and we're sticking with that.
And the Jubilee.
We're sticking with it.
Yeah, our second cruise on the Jubilee, we're going to have an interior.
Because once I do it, then I'll be fine, and then I won't have. Then we'll probably do it all the time.
All right.
I would rather save that money.
Give me a thumbs up if you fly to all the ports. I bet we don't get any thumbs ups.
If you have to fly to all your ports, give us a thumbs up.
Now, Laura and I, being here in the Great Lakes state, we have to.
Oh wow,
fly
3 kids in the interior. Oh, how we cruise! You are the bravest people I know.
Well, see, Brian is rolling in money.
Oh, Parker's on the go. Fly until recently. Carson flies everywhere. We drive to every port. Man, traveling meetings. I wish we could drive.
Yeah,
to the ports. I would really love that.
We would love to relocate down to Florida and live down there so we could be closer to cruise ports. But what a great advantage that would be. So right now with all this,
that's a good idea, Lido Deck. She turns on you actually said that to me. She turns on the TV on the bow cam, and then the sunlight makes you feel like you have a window or something, like the exterior of the ship.
Yeah, that's Cheryl and Jeremy, they're down there in Galveston, so they're right by a port, which is awesome. Alex says he drives and flies. So yeah, that's one of the things that now our friends and family that know where we live and know we're flying to all these ports, they really start wondering, whoa, man, where are you guys getting all this money? And and the truth is, I work 7 days a week, and I'm working to live life now and have a comfortable. Oh, look,
here's Max. This is our Labradoodle.
Look at this. This is a full-size dog, Josh. Look, it's probably the same size as your dog.
This is J-Lo on steroids.
Yeah, this is probably the same size as your dog, but since I'm a smaller statured individual,
it looks like
a mini doodle. But this is Max.
He's a good boy.
Yeah, here's our buddy. This was not by design.
No, he just came in here to say hi.
Yeah. So
the second part of our topic tonight was not just how do you get the time off to go, but how do you afford to cruise so much
and budget it.
So of course, you get some good deals out there, but at the same time, you don't get every single cruise on that good deal. So what we do a lot of things, but we used to do a lot of like the Carnival Easy Pay, where we would pay off a cruise and then pay off another one, and we would just pay them off one by one. And
actually, we would have at one point we had 4 or 5 of them going at the same time. Yeah. And the Easy Pay was tied to like your debit card, right? So it came right out of your checking account. Then they changed the rules on it, so you can only use a credit card, and we don't like that because that's another step. That means at the end of every month we have to pay a credit card bill, which we don't have a balance on, and we don't like that. It just makes it more complicated.
So then I started switching to Uplift because you can pay that off interest free, and you could just it comes right out of your so we have like a budget every month that we spend on paying for all of our cruises, and then we put money aside for spending money for all of our cruises. So we just budget is what we do.
But it's pretty crazy because it's hard to do because again, we have to, all right, when we look at booking a cruise, we have to look at what's the airfare look like?
Yes.
Okay. How much is the airfare going to be for this cruise?
The airfares always cost more than the cruise, especially right now.
Well, now it is.
Yeah.
And when we first were doing it, we were able to fly to Miami round trip for like $450.
Yeah,
We have a cruise. The celebration, inaugural U.S. celebration cruise, which is in the worst possible time to fly over Thanksgiving. Our round trip tickets from Detroit to Miami were $2,050 for 2 tickets for coach, guys, coach. And we have flown round trip to Miami on average for probably $500 total for both of us. So it's up 4 times. It would be double because it's Thanksgiving. So it's still up a huge amount. So when we look at cruises, we look at, okay, we're going to book this cruise. What do the flights look like? Because a lot of times, guys, I work Monday through Friday. I have to, but I don't have to work Saturday and Sunday. I work those is by choice. So we usually will fly out Friday night. I don't want to burn any time if I can for a travel day. So we'll fly out in the evening and get to our hotel and then sail the next day.
We do cash in the miles, Lito, when we can, for sure.
Yeah. And so we have to make sure there's flights that will work around my work schedule, and there's hotels available that are going to work as well. So we have to book hotels, we got to book the airfare, and then we have the cruise, and then we get the drink package, and then we get the Wi-Fi package. So we break that up into chunks. So we do the cruise fare, and we have that all budgeted out. As we get closer to the cruise, and it looks like this cruise ain't going to get canceled and everything's working out, maybe like a month out, we pay off the drink package and then the Wi-Fi.
And I usually use Klarna for that. Because it takes it into like biweekly payments. So every time I get paid, it just pulls it out, and it's much easier to spend $1,000, over 4 or 6 weeks or 6 weeks or something than just
we have all these automatic payments coming out for everything. So it works out really good for us. And it's like we don't even have to worry about it. It just happens. And
Parker's on the go. We've spent $2,000 on 2 flights now. But one of them, we didn't actually have to pay ourselves because I won a competition.
Well, no, that's one your competition paid for.
Okay,
We ended up paying $500 of that.
Yeah, for that one. We only did. We thought, like, I won a competition at work, and I won $1,500 to use on cruising because they know I cruise a lot. They're like, "We're gonna give you a cruise, $1,500." When
she initially won it, $1,500 would have paid for airfare and a couple nights in the hotel.
Yeah,
and then it didn't even pay for the airfare.
No, by
because
the time
it went up so much.
Yeah, it went up so much so quickly.
I think like our Galveston, we're flying into Hobby, and then we're flying out George Bush because they canceled our flight time and moved us up earlier, so we'd have to be on our plane like at 11 o'clock in the morning after getting off the Dream, and we were like, that isn't going to happen. So we had to switch over to George Bush International Airport, and we bought the trip protection through Expedia. We never booked flights through Expedia. No. We did it this time, and it was an upcharge, but it was covered, so we didn't have to pay additional. But I believe that one was like $1,200 for round trip.
The Oasis of the Seas in December, we've been looking at that airfare, and that's like $1,200 too. Yeah. So it looks like it's coming down a little bit, but man, it needs to come down, y'all. Yeah, that's too much.
But that's the thing that factors into everything we do. Now, if we were crazy and we're wanting to drive 18, 19, 20 hours to cruise ports to try to save the cruise fare, I would be burning vacation time driving now. And I won't do that. I'm at a point in my life, do you hear, Max? I'm at a point in my life where, I place more emphasis on the importance of my time, and I will always make more money, but man, I'm running out of time. I'm 53. Oh, so you have to look at that sometimes and say, well, are you really saving money if you're burning up 8, 9, 10, 12, 14 hours of your time? And to me, it's not worth it. So I will pay a premium to fly. And then the other thing we have coming, guys, is we want to get an RV eventually, right? But we're booked all these cruises all the way through 2024, so we can't even think about doing that.
No, because there's really no time to do it. So not yet, anyway.
Yeah, until we slow down and hit off our bucket list cruises. And so
Siobhan and Amanda, you both say that you do not care if I bother you crazily about, hey, check this one and make sure that the price hasn't dropped, then I'm going to start giving y'all our cruises, because I would rather you get that business than.
Okay, and this webcam keeps like kind of fading in and out. We'll be real bright, and then it'll dim. We're not moving or anything. The light's not changing in here. It's just one of those oddities with this webcam. But anyways, the as far as people wondering how we're doing it, when you spread it out that way we do it, it's a lot more affordable.
Mhm.
It isn't like we're running out going, okay, how much is the Apex? Well, that one's $4,800. Boom, there's $4,800. How much was for this? Boom, we're not doing it like that. We're doing it in chunks and pieces, and that's how we make it roll.
And we truly have a budget every month that we spend on paying for our cruises. Like right now, we're paying off the Apex, and we're in, what is it, March of next year?
Yeah, that one's in March.
Yeah, in March, and then right after that, we're going to pay off the family reunion.
Yeah, so we have it like we have a strategy. So we sit down and go. But the funny thing is, we'll be sitting there going, "Hey, did we get tickets for that cruise?"
Yeah, did we?
And she's going through her email.
Remember.
I'm going through my email.
We can't remember.
So
we like have folders for our cruises.
Yeah,
and have to keep track of it, because
we keep saying that we have the folders, but we have not loaded them with all the documents yet.
Yeah, we need to, because I forget. I pay for excursions and stuff, and then I'm like, oh wait, did we pay for that? I can't remember. We have to go look for it.
Laura, and I will tell you this, guys. Laura is she is, all you vloggers, she is addicted to watching travel vlogs.
I watch
vlogs.
every one of you.
Yep,
I swear I do.
While
I'm working, it's on my TV, and I'm working, and I'm recruiting nurses, and I'm watching y'all. I swear it. I watch all of you.
She watches everybody, and she gets to watch a lot more than I do. So she is really, invested in watching everybody's vlogs. So she's everybody's biggest fan.
I am,
and it's really cool. And we have a giant TV in our room, and every night we have vlogs going on,
Mhm.
and we fall asleep to vlogs going on.
Yep.
And I can't tell you how many times I heard, good morning.
Who's
Jay
that?
from Jay from Fair DJ.
I was going to ask them if they could guess who that was.
He's like, well, good morning. I'm
Good
Jay.
morning. And I'm Dee.
Yeah. And it's like, I'm like going, oh, damn it. And I got to turn it off. But we won't even know what episode it's in, because it played through 3 or 4 back to back.
So what we'll do is, if y'all tie your videos together, I'll put it on before I go to sleep, and you'll wake up and you'll have like 12 hours of watch time on your channel. Yeah,
and it's like, and now I can do origami, and I don't even know where I learned that skill, subliminally through YouTube. But yeah, she is huge into doing that, and I spend a lot of time editing and doing stuff with the actual mechanics of the channel. And together, the Cruise News, we do that as a team. Laura will send me links, and she'll say, "Did you see this?" And I'll be like, "No," and then I'll run with it. And sometimes I'm like, "Yeah, I already got that one."
I will do that, y'all.
And we don't report everything, because there's some things that are just not even worth sharing.
Yeah.
So I don't do Cruise News every single day just to do
only
Cruise
when
News.
It's something that we feel like people would be interested in.
Or if I get like 3 or 4 days worth of small stories, and I think, okay, I'll put 3 or 4 small news stories together, like I did today. I did one today, and I think 8 people watch it. I want to thank you, 8 people.
Yeah, all 8 of you. And that is, the Cruise News has definitely helped their channel out a lot, because when you look at the analytics, that's what most people are watching. But another thing that I forgot to tell you guys when we were on Parker's on the Go's live is that I am a travel nurse recruiter, and I know thousands and thousands and thousands of nurses, and nurses like cruising. They like to cruise. So I am always promoting our channel and telling them, well, we're going on this cruise and we're going to vlog it, so you got to watch it. So that for sure has helped our channel as well, because just like on my Facebook, I think I have about 3,000, maybe a little over 3,000 friends, and a lot of them are nurses and realtors, because we used to have a home inspection business.
Yeah.
So we promoted our channel on there. And I will, Siobhan, I will definitely let them know about you and Amanda. As far as travel agents, because these nurses, they got money, and you know, they're travel nurses. So
that's how we got off to a big
really
start with them.
Yes,
because
they helped me tremendously because you know, I take care of them, they take care of me, kind of thing.
We got our first 350 subscribers like that because she was promoting it on her Facebook.
On my Facebook, and with my friend, people I've worked with in the past, and you know, you already know I'm old, so
and then
a lot of that.
I'm just gonna tell them about the home inspection thing real quick. We were looking at, and we're still looking at a way for me to, I can technically retire at 56, like in 3 years, I can retire with a pension. And we've looked at that. I don't want to quit working. I just want to quit going there every day. I've been doing it for 27 years. You guys seen the movie Groundhog Day? That's my life. I do the same thing every day, drive the same way every day. It's over and over the same day. And it's literally 7 days a week of that. So I want to do something where I could work remote like she does, and then we can travel more. And ultimately what we were talking about doing was, how about I come up with a business that I can start now, get it established here in Michigan, retire in at that time it was like in 4 years or 5 years. So it's going to be a 5-year retirement. So it was 2 years ago. We will relocate down to Florida, and once we get down there, Huddle property inspections, guys.
Aww,
HPI.
Taylor.
We will be Taylor Renko,
#1 fan. Woo, woo.
Yeah.
Oh, we gotta do our own sound effects. Woo.
Yeah. All right, but so I got certified as a home inspector.
And he was great at it. And the business really took off.
And it was there's a couple factors involved. There's a lot of moving parts in this. At that time, we had her son, 2 of my sons, my mom living with us. So we got to buy like a 3,000 square foot house down in Florida. That's not ideally what you want to retire in, right? But we're moving the whole posse down there. Everybody's on board for this plan. We're going to do it. We're going to make it happen. So I'm really focused on really establishing the business. And as you know, a trades guy, I've been doing home improvement projects. I've been helping my dad do them when I was like 10 years old. So I've been working with tools my whole life. So the home inspection, property inspection, the training and classes were really easy for me because I knew 90% of that information already from doing it for years and years and years. So once we were on board and I got fired up and I said, okay, we're putting all of our energy into this, it got out of hand. I was working still 7 days a week, and then coming home in the evening and doing home inspections in the evening, and then doing the reports on my breaks and on my lunch hour on my phone with the software and everything. And I was burning myself out, and I was getting to the point where I had to tell people, no, I can't. I'm busy.
Because you know me, the social media queen, was out there friending every local realtor in the Metro Detroit area, and good night, Cruising Royal. And you know, it got too big too fast, and we couldn't keep up with it, and we couldn't travel either.
But the real problem was, my mom came to us one day and said she really didn't want to move. So she lost one of her brothers, and her second sister passed away like in this past year, and you know, and she's got one brother left, and I just can't take her away from her brother. So I told Laura back in October of last year,
Carson,
we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna shut down.
Carson.
Yeah. These guys, hey, look at these guys.
These are our children.
Our kids are giving us money.
Aw, that's never happened before.
But you know what they're gonna do? Like in a day or two, they'll say, "Hey, can I borrow $20?"
No, they won't.
No, they won't.
They won't.
But anyways, so we just decided, hey, we're gonna just shut down the home inspection business. Now, the home inspection business is where we really learned how to use guerrilla marketing techniques with social media, how to grow and attract and grow our business. Yeah. We really focused. So we took a lot of that, and I just took all the energy I was burning doing that and turned it onto the channel. And so that's why we have nearly 450 videos. We've averaged over 1 video a day for the entire first year of being live. And it's because I'm a workaholic and I got OCD, and
we talked to, you know, some successful channels, and that's what they told us. They said that the best advice that they said to us was keep posting content.
Yeah.
Quit being critical of yourself. Post it. And then good night, Traveling Mannings. And then people will subscribe. So I mean, it could be a million different reasons why people subscribe, but if you keep posting your content, you're going to find the right people.
And
so.
see, and I guess that's what the whole topic is tonight, is the common questions we get. We get, how can you go on all these cruises? How do you get that time off work?
How do you pay for
How
it?
do you pay for it? Do you work in the industry? And then from our fellow vloggers, how do you grow your channel? What are your secrets?
I mean, the truth of it is it's a combination. Good night, Teresa. It's a combination of a lot of things. It's not just one thing.
But and quite honestly,
it's hard work.
There's also a whole we don't know factor.
Don't know 100% for
the
sure.
YouTube algorithm, guys, is just so hard to understand. And I will tell you, some of my best content
has the least amount of views.
No one's even looked at it. And then some of the dumbest things I posted have thousands of views.
Yeah.
And then some of our dumb things don't get any views either. Like when we were doing we were singing Backstreet Boys.
Oh yeah, we sang the Backstreet Boys. Yeah, and we thought we were hilarious.
Yeah, we were at the end of the drink package.
Yeah, we were at the end of the drink package, and we thought
we were like, oh man, we're going viral.
We thought we harmonized.
Yeah. So, anyways, that's kind of so now as we get closer and make closer friends with our fellow cruise vloggers, they're all like sending me private messages and asking me, well, you're having a great success, and what are you doing? And stuff like that. And here's another thing we have: Carnival Cruise Fanatics. Now, we didn't do that to grow our channel. We have a few vloggers out there who think that that's what we did that for, but we didn't. Laura has turned on us, guys. Laura is a celebrity cruise fan. She likes celebrity better, and that's fine.
No,
it's okay.
No,
it's okay.
That's not the whole story.
But
I really liked the celebrity cruise that we went on, and I want to do more of them.
Well, but Carnival is like, I love Carnival. I do. Carnival's my people. I'm every guy, right? I'm just a working stiff, regular guy, average guy, and Carnival fits me. I don't put on airs. I'm not fake or anything like that. So I love Carnival because everyone's like, yo, bro, high-fiving each other in the elevator and stuff.
But there's things about Carnival that are awesome.
But there's things about everything that's awesome.
That's true.
My point is, I would go into the Carnival VAFP group and all these other real big groups, and it's just constant complaining and ragging and going on. That much
negativity just drains my soul.
And it was killing me. And I got to a point where it's like, I don't even want to go in there anymore. So
that's why we created
we started that. We said, well, we're going to start a Carnival cruise. Oh, and the other thing was, a lot of those moderators in those groups, if you post someone says, I'm going on the Magic next week, and you post a vlog about the Magic to help someone out, they block you. They not block you, but they delete your video. It's like, your post.
So hey, Siobhan, so here's what I love about celebrity. If you do go on there, go on the Apex or what are the other, the Beyond is the new one, so that one's kind of pricey, but the Apex is pretty new.
It's the Edge class.
It's the Edge class. Yeah. Those are amazing.
But we haven't been on one yet.
But we're going to.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about it. But we went on the Millennium, which I loved, and what I love the Alchemy Bar on Carnival, and I like the drinks, and I like the atmosphere, and everybody, you make friends, and it's just fun. But on Celebrity, they have it's called the Martini Bar, okay, and they have their bartenders, like the bartenders at the Alchemy, they're good, they're making you drinks, and they're pouring them all out and stuff. These guys were standing on the bar with those metal cups with all of them just like in a big huge rainbow, and they're up there and they're going like dancing and stuff, and pouring the drinks out,
8 martinis at one time,
10, 12, I swear to you.
And
they're all in different glasses
and different martinis.
They didn't spill a drop, and the blue didn't go in the yellow, and the orange stayed over there. I don't know how they did it, but I was so entertained by that, and they were so, we like to tip the bartenders, so we slid them a 20 like the first drink we got. And then we were celebrities on Celebrity. Yeah. Like they took such great, it was so fun.
Well, you know what?
They were so much fun. They danced and they were so
Alchemy
it was so fun.
is a
tamed version of that.
Yeah, the Alchemy bar is Carnival's attempt to have the martini bar on Celebrity.
It's just next level.
But here's the funny thing about it, guys. The martini bar, they don't take themselves too seriously. The Alchemy bar, now tell me, you guys out here that like to drink on Celebrity, don't you think those alchemists, some of them just take themselves a little too serious? They just take themselves a little too serious, and they're not real talkative, and they act like, you know, like they're splitting atoms, you know, they're so serious about what they're doing. And oh my goodness, don't ask them for a beer. We don't do beer here.
You can get anything.
The martini bar.
You can do anything.
Those guys, they were fun. They were laughing and joking and messing around. Yeah.
And just, I wanted to go there every night. And I'm not a big drinker. Okay. But I wanted to go there every night and sip on my little martinis because they were so much fun to hang out with.
Yeah, they were. And I will say that out of all the cruises we've been on so far, the martini bar, which is on all of the Celebrity ships, was by far the most fun.
They are serious, but they make a good mocktail.
They do.
Yeah.
They do make good drinks at the Alchemy bar. But here's the cool thing about the martini bar. Usually at the Alchemy, I'm a beer guy. So I have to do some strategery, as George Bush liked to say. Mm-hmm. Like on, I can't remember which cruise it was. I think it was the Vista. The Vista, I had a buddy, bar server at the Red Frog pub, and I would go down there and he would put me 2 beers in a bucket of ice at a time, and you're only supposed to get one at a time, right? So what he would do is he would charge me for one right then, and he would charge my room for another one 5 minutes later. And so I would come back and I'd set my bucket on that counter at the Alchemy bar with my beers in it and drinking my beers and just getting the old evil eye from everybody.
At the martini bar, they, like, you didn't even have to ask for a drink. Like, all I had to do is make eye contact, like, your drink appeared.
And then they found out I was a beer guy, and they don't stock a lot of beer there. So the second day, our bartender that was taking care of us most of the time, he came up to us, he said, "I got you a lot of beer." And I'm like, my man, you know, so because I went through 3 different brands the first day we were there. But I like Celebrity too, guys. So I will say the martini bar is exceptional, and I had a great time on it. But everything else on there is pretty subdued and really laid back.
It's not that much different. It really isn't.
Well, you don't have the DJs, you don't have the deck parties, you don't have the water slides, you don't have any of the fun that you have on Carnival.
That's true.
It's not like that.
That is true.
It's a lot more subdued, and the people are friendly, but they're more friendly like in a, you know, if you're sitting next to them for long enough, you'll just start lightly chatting with them. It isn't like going to Alchemy bar. All the people there, all the Carnival guests are like, "Yeah, buddy, where you from? You got a funny accent, man." It's like, yeah, thank you. But yeah, that's kind of where it's at. But we started Carnival Cruise Fanatics to have a outlet for people who like Carnival that don't want to hear all the crying and complaining. So we started that up, and we welcome cruise vloggers to be in there. So all you vloggers, if you're not part of Carnival Cruise Fanatics, go in there and share your Carnival content in there. Don't share your Royal Caribbean content because it is a Carnival theme.
But here's the advice that I'll give you on that, how to get the best results from it. Give it preface it with introducing yourself and, you know, talking a little bit about your channel and what this video is about and how it can benefit them. If you put some kind of like disclaimer on the front end and they watch it, you're all so likable. They'll like it. They'll subscribe. Every little bit helps and it adds up. And as we keep, I do a lot of, I go on that Carnival VIFP page. And when people are complaining about the negativity, I'm constantly streaming people over to that page, and it's a possibility of new subscribers. So I'll say this, introduce yourself, talk a little bit about your channel. The video that you post, have it be something that can benefit, people. Maybe it's, something about the Mardi Gras is huge. You all have Mardi Gras footage. something about that. That might be whatever it is.
Answer questions. Answer to people's
Let
questions.
them see your name
Yeah.
a lot. Be active in that group. If they see your name a lot, then when you post it, they're gonna be like, oh, Josh is a vlogger. Oh, Brandon is a vlogger. I didn't know that.
But you can join under your channel name
Yes,
too. So
yes.
but we honestly though, it's just worked out that way where since vloggers are welcome, we welcome vloggers not so we can get subscribers. We love watching vlogs.
Yeah.
That's how we learned all the tricks and things we know about cruising. We didn't invent anything, guys. The only thing we bring to the table is we don't believe in tipping. We believe in over tipping.
And Laura's not here right now.
And we use that everywhere. We over tip everything everywhere. And it's just because we appreciate hard work, man. We really do. And we're from Detroit, and that's we're blue collar here. So we appreciate all the hard workers out there, and we tip like crazy.
Yeah.
So we have that. And another thing that we do, which has allowed us to meet a lot of people in networking, is we start Carnival cruise groups for cruises. So if we're booked on a cruise, we book a cruise, we'll go online on Facebook and see if there's already a group for that cruise. If there isn't a group for that cruise, we'll start the group for that cruise and be the admins for that group. Now, if you're the admin of your own group and you want to share content in that group, no one can stop you because you're the admin. So you can share content, but you want to be smart about it. You want to share relative content that relates to that group.
And we don't do it right away. We ease into it. Like that's a benefit of scheduling our cruises so far out in advance. Like we'll create the Facebook page for that cruise, and then people start joining. We friend them, we get to know them. Then as the group gets a little bit bigger, we'll say, hey, we're cruise vloggers, and we're going to be vlogging on this cruise. If you'd like to see some of our stuff. And then we, post our channel and ask them to subscribe. We've done that quite a bit as well.
Plus, once we tell them we're cruise vloggers, when we answer questions, like when people post questions in there, they know we're experienced cruisers. So they appreciate that they have people in there that have cruised and can answer their questions. So we do that. That's another thing we've done that probably has a lot to do with how we've been successful. And I think we've been admins for maybe 5 groups.
Yeah,
The first one we did
5 groups with hundreds of people.
Yeah,
in it too.
and we one of them was the first one we did, we tried to join the group and they never accepted us as members. So after about 30-40 days, I'm like, well, I'm starting my own group. We're gonna start our own gang. So we started a group and it started growing like crazy. It was doing really good. Then the girl who started the first group pops up, the admin, she says, I was in Facebook jail for a harmless post for 30 days or something. And then she was so cool about it. We kind of just like, our groups were together and we did group functions together and stuff like that. So that's another way that we meet people. And again, with Carnival cruisers they all join groups. So all the cruise lines have them, but the Carnival cruise groups,
they're more active.
Yeah, they're very active.
Because I'm on the celebrity groups and they're nowhere near as active.
No, we got our next cruise, the Magic. The admin for the Magic I think he hasn't been on a cruise in like 2 years, 3 years. And he is super excited.
Yeah.
He's posting like 5 times a day. And he's like fired up. And it's like, it's cool to see all that excitement.
Cute. Yeah.
So, but anyways, that's kind of, I thought we should just hit those.
We hit the top questions we always get. I think it's a good time to end it.
Yeah, I think we will. I want to thank you guys. I think we got up to like 21 at one point.
I know. That's like 15 more than I thought. So we love you guys. We thank you so sincerely for hanging out with us. Siobhan, oh my God, girl, there are no words. Thank you for getting us through this. And
and like I said, as far as that algorithm thing goes too, we've had like splurges where we like get a ton of subscribers. We don't, and then none for like 2 weeks, none. I even had at one point, we were going backwards. The numbers are dropping for like a week straight. And I'm like,
have you guys had that happen to you yet where your numbers just froze, like your subscribers froze for a couple weeks? And then the numbers dropped, went backwards. It's completely normal if that happens. We've talked to some of the bigger channels and they say it drives them nuts.
It took EECC like forever to break 100,000. They were stuck at 99,000 for like 2 months.
Yeah.
And but anyways, that happens. But like Laura said, man, we want to thank all you guys for coming in.
So much.
And always feel free, to reach out to us, if you have any questions or anything, or if you got any suggestions for us, because we're learning. And I think I can't remember where I said. I think I said it on Parker on the Go when they had us on their stream, which is tomorrow night. It's 7 Eastern.
No, it's
Make sure
Thursday.
Yeah, isn't that tomorrow? No, Thursday. Thursday. That's right. Today's. I'm getting ahead of myself.
Straight.
I really wish it was Wednesday, but yeah, 2 days and Thursday. But when we were on, and I can't remember what I was saying.
When what you said when we were on there live.
I can't remember what I was going to say.
Well, it couldn't have been.
But it can't be that important. No. But it was something. It was something. But anyways, we want to thank you for being here, and stay tuned. And we'll be back next week, and we'll keep a little shorter next week. We were just trying to cover a lot of ground with you guys and making up for that snafu.
If you have any ideas on things that we can talk about,
I remember what I was going to say.
Oh, what?
That none of our vlogs are traditional vlogs, like our cruise vlogs, because we refuse to do the day 1, day 2, day 3 type of thing. We're doing that on the next one. On the Magic, we're going to do old school.
Yep.
It is morning of day 1.
And I am going to do a lot of vlogging on this cruise because I need to get out there. People don't even know. People doubt my existence sometimes because I'm just not on there much.
I remind them that you're around, but you're not.
But you always look like I'm hiding under the table or something.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Good night.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.